Hi everyone, it's Professor G again. I wanted to now do a very quick video to just let everyone know and walk everyone through how to get access to the opposing viewpoints database. So at this point, you should have already watched my video before where I give some basic tips about how to create an argument, what that argument should look like, and also how to use evidence. And one of the things that I recommended to everyone was really taking advantage of the databases through the library, because this is going to make your life so much easier. It's going to get rid of all of that junk, all of those articles that may be fake news or maybe just don't have a lot of information or are just opinion based and don't have much evidence built into them. So the library has a database that gets rid of a lot of that information already for you. And the other reason that I want to give everyone a very quick introduction to the opposing viewpoints database is if you are at all stuck with choosing a particular topic, what you can do is actually go through the opposing viewpoints database and see hundreds of different options. And again, this database is really just a collection of advocacy papers that you can use to your own advantage. So I'm going to show everyone how to get there, and I'm going to do it right through Canvas just because I know that everyone knows how to get here already. So if you are on Canvas, and you can see this on your screen now, if you're on Canvas, what I want you to do, and this is just the easiest way to do it, is look on the left side of the page and you will see a help button. Click on that. Once you click on it, you will see this menu that pops up. Scroll down a little bit and you're looking for the library. So it's right in between, it's right above tutor track, and I think that should be the same with everyone's screen. So click on library, and that will take you right into this page. So this is a very, very quick way just to get into the library website. And so at this point, you're going to scroll down a little bit. We're looking for a database, so we're obviously going to click on A to Z databases. And I'll give that a second to refresh. All right, and so now you see that we have access to 109 databases. These are sources that we're already paying for, that are already built into the library system, and you can use these all to your advantage. So we are going to go into the opposing viewpoints database. So we're going to click on O. And it's the first one that pops up. So it's called Opposing Viewpoints in Context, and we can click right into that. So I'll give this a second to kind of load, but basically what this is going to do is it's going to take us into a website that gives us a bunch of different topics, and each topic will have many, sometimes even hundreds of persuasive essays that are dedicated to that particular topic. Now, this is what it should look like on your end. So if we scroll down, you see that they have the featured issues of interest on the top. So there's one on mental health. You can click through them. There's one on infectious diseases. Not a shocker, especially given everything that's going on right now. And then there's also one on mass media. Again, you know, this really, really topical, really current topic. So you have those. And if you scroll down a little bit further, you have here kind of a larger list of featured topics, and you can poke around and see what some of these topics are. So there's one on racial profiling here on the left side of the screen. There's one on assisted suicide. That's a really important topic right now. The opioid crisis on the right side of your screen, really important in 2020, really important for New Jersey right now. It has a big issue with that. And so you have all these topics. All right, so if you are at all stuck with what to pick and what to write your advocacy papers on, you can actually go through and pick one of these. Now, the other thing I want to draw your attention to if you go to the top of the screen, you will see another button that says Browse Issues. So if you click on this, what the website will take you to is a very large list of possible topics. And again, if you are at all stuck, you can use this to your advantage. So if you find yourself over the next few days over the next week and just are thinking that you just have no idea what to write an advocacy paper on, you can go into opposing viewpoints and you can see hundreds of different options. So that you can find essays on feminism here, plagiarism over here, pollution over here. We'll scroll down a little bit. You have essays on the agriculture industry if you're interested in that, racial profiling and racism on the right side, global warming and climate change over there. And you can scroll through, and I'll do this just to give you a sense of just how many there are on there. You can scroll through, and there are hundreds of them. So if you are stuck, one option is to go through this and just find one that seems interesting to you. All right, so say you are going into the system and you decide, I'll just choose one in front of me. So I'll choose the opioid crisis. So say you decide that you are going to write an advocacy paper on that topic. You can click on it, and it will take you into a really well-organized page on this topic. So towards the top, you have basically a summary. It's an overview of that particular issue. And then if you scroll down, you'll see here, you have 6 featured viewpoints. And on this website, a viewpoint is simply an advocacy paper or persuasive essay. So you have the featured viewpoints over here. That's 6 of them. You have the academic journals on the right side. There are 73 of them. If you scroll down, you have viewpoints. So here, these are just general persuasive essays. So you have 47 of them. You scroll down more, you have information, you have infographics, you have images, and then you have news articles. These are absolutely fair game. So the database has 3,268 news articles on the opioid crisis. So you have a lot to work with. So even just by going into the system, looking up the opioid crisis and scrolling through, I already have about 3,300 different sources that I can choose from. And you can go through. So if you decide you're working on the opioid crisis and you want to look through some news articles that kind of help you out, you can click on news and it will take you right into that page. So you can scroll through them and choose whatever is most helpful for you. All right, you have editorials, so these are just opinion essays basically. You have more informative articles. You have more historical articles. So this one is how the opioid epidemic evolved, so trying to figure out where it sort of came from. And you can actually go here and get all of your research done if you want. So if I decide that the article, how the opioid epidemic evolved, if I think that sounds interesting, I click into it and I can read everything right on here. I can scroll through, I can get statistics, I can get everything else. And the other nice thing about this is if you scroll to the end, they already give you the citation. This is there to make your life so much easier. So if you want to use this in a particular article and you decide that you want to actually cite it, all you have to do, and I'll open a Word document, which will just take a second, all you really have to do is copy and paste and then play with the formatting a little bit. So if I'm on my paper, I have a works cited page, I can simply copy and paste that in here because the system will automatically put in whatever information I need. The only real change that I will need to make, and this is just because I copied and pasted it, is in, and everyone probably knows this already, in MLA citation, the first line should be all the way to the left of the page, and then every line after that in that particular entry should be one indentation over. So what I want to do is imitate that here. All right, so basically I press enter and indented these 3 lines here, and then the first line is all the way to the left, and then that's it. That's all I need to do with that citation. All right, so hopefully this helps. You are more than welcome to look through the Opposing Viewpoints database. Again, this is meant to make your life easier rather than harder. And if you have any questions about this or other databases that you might find useful, please let me know. I would be more than happy to help you out.